Hello. Hi. That's right. I was supposed to come up with a better greeting. I'm still working on it. It's me, Jazz, and Sylvester. Sylvester, are you gonna say hi for the camera? No? We had some potatoes. It was a surprise. If you've ever lived with me, you know that I make a particular dish called potato surprise, which is not surprising at all. Um, and that I also like to make a potato casserole, which is very good and very, very unhealthy. You might also know that I actually love eggnog a lot, and that um, I don't actually like chocolate, even though I love cookies. Um, I have had an interesting morning. I spoke with my mom for a tiny bit, and oh, thought about a bunch of people. Happy birthday to my cousin, who I haven't spoke to in many years. Um, I hope that the day is bringing you peace and healing. I've been watching all kinds of fun content. I found a TV show that I've watched the seasons of, I'm pretty sure, completely, and I'm rewatching it a bit. It's called Lie to Me, and it has been providing some interesting perspectives on things. That, including some conversations that I've had with folks that I care about and faces I got to see. Um, I am going to leave the house at some point today, but I think I'm going to do it when I'm nice and ready, and that's not yet. And I operate during the nighttime better, and I don't really feel like trying to negotiate my schedule with someone else because I am just letting it, right? We're relaxing and saving up our strength because I've got plans coming up for my business and for really getting myself sorted and organized and together. But I just wanted to say Merry Christmas and Happy Holidays or whatever it is that you're doing today. I hope that it brings you joy and not despair. It's really difficult to operate with so much loss out there in this world, especially when it is very close to home. We're all going to find different ways to express ourselves and show that we're in pain. But it's important to remember that you shouldn't do that while actively harming someone. It's not it's not the right thing. At any point, if you feel like you are losing hope and giving up, remember that we are all taught not to be selfish from the very beginning of our lives. And a lot of the music in the background is American Tail. Hmm And oh my, there's a lot going on in that movie. It was the one about the nightmares, and it all just ends up being a whole bunch of misunderstandings and a dog that was upset because everybody kept calling it a rat. And it was so revealing. But a lot of the history that we're not paying attention to actually has answers to questions that we keep asking. Why did someone do this that way? Why would they behave this way? And we try and do all this research and talk to people, but we're not asking the right questions. And a lot of times, this gets me to the sir, the Lie to Me show, and the fact that Cal Lightman of the Lightman Group, I'm gonna get sued. No, but really, the part of the show that works so well is that um, there's the trust of the team that's there. And Cal by himself is kind of garbage. Yeah. Like, you do not want to hang out with the person who's always aware, always paying attention, knows all of the secrets, and cares enough that they're actually going to try and do something to stop someone from hurting themselves. Because that means that I'm always in everyone's business. I don't want to be that way. I don't want people to lie to me either. I don't want people to keep secrets if they are going to hurt other people. And that's the thing. People have stopped caring about who it is that they hurt with the secrets that they carry. They're not willing to divulge the information to other people because they're afraid. But we're not thinking about what it is that we're afraid of. What are we scared of? We're scared of things like losing our job or not being able to take care of the people that we've made promises to that we will be able to take care of them. Promises are tricky, much like life. The thing that makes that show in the team their work is that people get into partnerships because they realize their strengths and their weaknesses. I know my weaknesses. I will procrastinate. I will sit at home and I will just think up a million ideas and a million different things to say that all mean one thing. And that's very irritating to someone who keeps hearing me say the same thing again and again. It's like a broken record. Yes, I don't want to podcast. Interrupt me. I give you full clearance and disclaimer on how I operate. Disclaimers are important because they are how you set up what kind of expectations people can have. The problem that we are running into is making assumptions about people that we don't know anything about. Most of us are going to do some research, and that research has the potential to get us into trouble, but it also has the potential to reveal information that's going to be helpful to us in our futures. There is a lot of lying in the show Lie to Me, and a lot of the lying that's done is usually done to protect someone. But when you watch the show and you actually pay attention, you realize that everyone's always very aware of the lying. That's the part that's not okay. We've started lying to people who don't understand that they are being lied to. And we've started lying to ourselves so well that our bodies have started fighting against us because they know we're lying. So we've got all of these things happening to our bodies that are things that aren't healthy or safe. We are isolating each other to the point of being completely alone. When you aren't with people, when you don't have companions, you are in unsafe positions because you are isolated to the point of being vulnerable to feeling as though you could not reach out for help. There's no option to. There is always an option. There should always be help. We should always be considerate of each other and our feelings. We're never going to get anywhere if we don't learn how to share and remember that we do care for each other. It isn't an I don't care. It isn't a if you want to. We need to be able to establish our own preferences. Those are the expectations that we place on one another without saying anything about them. That's an assumption. I assume that you do want to actually help the problem, that you don't want to cause a scene. I assume that when you say, I can always call you, that I always can. And then in the times when I really need to, I will know that I can and I will. But if we constantly go back on our words, if we constantly change our minds so much to the point that there is no more consistency, how do we ever find a way to trust each other again with our feelings, with our vulnerabilities, and with the fact that at some point in time, someone intruded upon our privacy? That's not fair. No, it's not okay. No, I'm not condoning things that are serious, that are problems that do need to stop. People do need to stop dying. What I am saying is that, much in the way, as we all know, the butterfly effect, the Back to the Future, or any sort of thing where we examine how things actually change, a tiny effect between two people could go on to actually cause a lot of damage further down the road, depending on where that information goes, depending on what the information is. We are all constantly purveyors of the secrets and knowledge and wisdom that is inherent within this universe. We are all connected to each other. And if we start to go through and speak with each other and remember our past histories, the times that we felt like we weren't actually connecting are important, because that's the places where we're missing things, where information wasn't properly relayed. I'm going to look at that. Stop recording this video. It's 5 o'clock. I think I've got probably about an hour or so. And then probably will try and leave my house. Maybe. We'll see. We'll see how we're feeling, right? I think he's still kind of upset with me. I haven't actually given him a treat yet.